book of Ecclesiastes. Let's do chapter 5. It's kind of a mystery book right now. I still haven't looked up what it means. The last 2 chapters didn't upload right yesterday. It just got even more mysterious. Chapter 5. I can't tell who's writing it. It says it's the son of David, but I don't know. It says it's somebody called a preacher. He's kind of rough. Talking about people's jobs and stuff. Talking about the only thing we're fit to do is just praise the Lord. That's it. Don't even work, because it's all for naught. It's all in vain. All is vanity, he says. Whoever this person is. All is vanity. Over and over. And vexation of spirit. Okay. Chapter 5. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of God, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. Be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thine heart be hasty to utter anything before God. For God is in heaven, and thou upon earth. Therefore let thy words be few. For a dream cometh through the multitude of business, and a fool's voice is known by multitude of words. That's pretty accurate. When thou vowest a vow unto God, defer not to pay it, for he hath no pleasure in fools. Pay that which thou hast vowed. Better it is that thou shouldest not vow than thou shouldest vow and not pay. Suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin, neither say thou before the angel that it was an error. Wherefore should God be angry at thy voice and destroy the work of thine hands? What does that mean? Goodness. Somebody just really... For in the multitude of dreams and many words there are also divers vanities, but fear thou God. If thou seest the oppression of the poor and violent perverting of judgment and justice in a province, marvel not at the matter, for he that is higher than the highest regardeth, and there be higher than they. Moreover, the profit of the earth is for all. The king himself is served by the field. He that loveth silver shall not be satisfied with silver, nor he that loveth abundance with increase. This is also vanity. When goods increase, they are increased that eat them. And what good is there to the owners thereof, saving the beholding of them with their eyes? This is just really too much. The sleep of a laboring man is sweet, whether he eat little or much, but the abundance of the rich will not suffer him to sleep. There is a sore evil which I have seen under the sun, namely riches, kept for the owners thereof to their hurt. Now he's worrying about people that are too rich, you guys. But those riches perish by evil travail, and he begetteth a son, and there is nothing in his hand. As he came forth of his mother's womb, naked shall he return to go as he came, and shall take nothing of his labor, which he may carry away in his hand. This also is a sore evil, that in all points as he came, so shall he go. And what profit hath he that hath labored for the wind? I really can't understand what this guy's saying. Is he just telling people just don't even work? That's what it sounds like. He's just like, don't even bother working. I don't know who this preacher guy is. It's a mystery. All his days also he eateth in darkness, and he hath much sorrow and wrath with his sickness. Who? Who are they talking about? This rich guy? Behold, that which I have seen, it is good and comely for one to eat and to drink. Now here he goes. And to enjoy the good of all his labor that he taketh under the sun, all the days of his life, which God giveth him, for it is his portion. Now he's vacillating and going, no, it's okay, you can work. You can work, you can't work. You can work, you can't work. You can't. I don't get it. Every man also to whom God hath given riches and wealth, and hath given him power to eat thereof, and to take his portion, and to rejoice in his labor, this is the gift of God. For he shall not much remember the days of his life, because God answereth him in the joy of his heart. Okay, sure. Chapter 6. It's very amorphous, strange. I'm pretty sure, I don't think Solomon wrote this. There's somebody else. And I haven't looked it up, sorry. Chapter 6. There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, and it is common among men, a man to whom God hath given riches, wealth, and honor, so that he wanteth nothing for his soul of all that he desireth, yet God giveth him not power to eat thereof, but a stranger eateth it. His is vanity, and it is an evil disease. Oh, what is he talking about, this guy? Is he saying there's a rich guy, but he can't eat? He has everything, but he can't eat. Is that what I'm hearing? If a man beget 100 children and live many years, so that the days of his years be many, and his soul not be filled with good, and also that he have no burial, I say that an untimely birth is better than he. What? For he cometh in with vanity, and departeth in darkness, and his name shall be covered with darkness. What is this guy? Moreover, he hath not seen the sun, nor known anything. This hath more rest than the other. The other what? Yea, though he lived 1,000 years twice, told, yet hath he seen no good. Do not all go to one place? He's talking about like judgment. It's like some kind of judgment. All the labor of man is for his mouth, and yet the appetite is not filled. My gosh, maybe that's what he's been trying to say. My word, now I understand it. So like 20 different ways. Is that what he's trying to say? That makes sense. All the labor of man is for his mouth. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty true. Or it could say for his flesh. But this guy's saying for his mouth. And yet the appetite is not filled. For what hath the wise more than the fool? What hath the poor that knoweth to walk before the living? Better is the sight of the eyes than the wandering of the desire. This is also vanity and vexation of spirit. That which hath been is named already, and it is known that it is man, neither may he contend with him that is mightier than he. This guy's really all over the place. It's like, I feel like some English people did this one. Seriously. People have probably written books on it or something. I feel like this whole thing so far has been like run-on sentence, run-on sentence, run-on sentence after another, one after another. Isn't there some tribe that didn't like to write, or that didn't know how to write, or really just were like, I'm talking about one of the 12 tribes, right? Because whoever wrote this down, it's already weird. It's maybe it's like instruction after instruction after instruction. But first of all, we don't even know who you are, preacher. This person, preacher. I don't think it's Solomon. And it's like all these run-on sentences, one after the other. And I felt like it's written in the way the book of Job is written. It's like just similar, just but yeah, finally gets to the point, right? Okay. All the labor of man is for his mouth, and yet the appetite is not filled. That's a good one. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's go. For what hath the wise more than the fool? What hath the poor that knoweth to walk before the living? Better is the sight of the eyes than the wandering of the desire. This, like, what does that mean? So you can see, it's better for you to see than... It's better for you to see than have a wandering desire. Like, okay, I'm not blaming what tribe wrote this. I'm like blaming like whatever 12th century. I don't know. It's supposed to be King James, right? I don't even know when this was done. But the 1611, that Bible's better because it has all these pictures and it has trees of all the tribes. And I have to look. I don't have it. I have pictures from it. And I have to look at them. But this guy, I don't know who this is. But I feel like whoever translated this is like some English people. Look, if you ever tried to read a book that somebody from England writes, they don't write in the same sentence structure that we do. And it's like something happened to me in like 7th grade, right? I got transferred to a different school. And like, look, right? You know, we have paragraph forms and all this. And there is a certain structure, right? And I don't think they have, it's like different. They don't have it over there or something, right? And this reminds me of reading a book by an English author. Not because we don't know who wrote it. It's just because it's almost like this author, okay, you know how you can identify artwork just by the similar strokes, colors, maybe content. You can just identify, right? If you go take an art class with like 10 people, right, by like, you know, a few weeks, and if they put everything up, like at the end of the day, and you don't see, you'll be able to tell who did what, right? It's just the way it is, right? But I feel like there's such a huge imprint on this chapter, right? But I feel like not only did like some over English person, like it's like so different than all the other. It's like clearly like it stands out. So let's find out who did this. What is the issue with this? Maybe it's called Ecclesiastes because it's like just a bunch of people's stuff they smashed together. No, I'm not kidding. But they already said it's a preacher, so it's not. It appears to be a person that did this, but there is something going on in the translation. It is just out of control. And no, I didn't even look anything up yet. seeing that there may be things that increase vanity. What is man the better? So it's like, there goes another statement like this, right? It's like just nihilistic, right? He's like, just go kill yourself. He is. Look what he says. Seeing there may be many things that increase vanity, what is man the better? It's like, why bother? Why bother living? This is like the 6th time, right? And it's only chapter 6, and there's only 12. But this is just, whoever this is, we need to find out for who knoweth what is good for man in this life, all the days of his vain life. Oh my gosh, there he goes again. He's just, who is this guy? He is like, whew. He is captain, like, which he spendeth as a shadow. Look how he calls people. He's like, we're all just vain, and you just spend your life as a shadow. That's a bad word too in Hebrew, because I think, doesn't Raphaim mean shades in haze? Huh? Something scary like that. Look what they called it. For who can tell a man what shall be after him under the sun? This is like a philosophy major. This guy, preacher, you guys. Preacher, well, yeah, we got clues, right? Let's put our clues down. Preacher. He's a philosopher. You just heard that last sentence. All about under the sun. And you know, when people keep going, there's nothing new under the sun. It's got said here in this chapter, in this book, but he keeps talking about under the sun, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. But you know what? I'm not really mad at it, because it sounds like it's probably totally true. It's just the way this is written, and maybe it's meant, like, these are like living words, and maybe it's meant just to shake you when you're reading it, because that's what it did to me, right? I don't know, I'm only in chapter 6, right? I had kind of a breakdown reading this. I'm like, who is this guy? He's really just, it's just strange. All is a vanity and vexation of spirit. So it's probably all true. It's all true, but the way he's saying it, he's kind of capping on everybody. Talking about, oh, well, your life is just like the wind. I mean, it's true, I guess. He's kind of being brutal, right? A little bit. Let's see how much more brutal. There's only like 5 more chapters. Let's just keep it a mystery, huh? I don't know. I kind of feel like I have to find out right now because I'm so confused. But let's just keep it a mystery, y'all. Let's see. Keep it a mystery. And we'll see where it goes. But he's pretty, kind of sees things from the negative side, some things. But he's not being, he's not like shoving gospel or like saying, praise the Lord, do this, do that. He's just like saying your life is worthless. That's how it seems to me. That's how it sounds to me. I don't know. I don't know who this guy is.